I think it is fair to say that most of us are looking for a great deal. So, if you are looking for a cheap web design in Ireland or an affordable web design in Ireland, this will be something for you. What's more, I'd like to show you how you can get your web design project done completely for free without any compromise on quality. Yes, you heard me right. Stay with me and I'll show you how you can get your website done free of charge. As a marketer working primarily with local brick and mortar businesses and a lead person behind more than 2,000 web design projects, I can tell you, one thing is critically important. Start with the end in mind. Define the desired outcome and your key performance indicators, and only then invest your time and money in achieving them. Otherwise, we risk getting lost in all sorts of distractions and waste our time and money on stuff that doesn't really matter. When we know why we build a website and what success looks like, we can keep our mind on the goal, save money and save time. So here's my question to you. What do you expect to accomplish with your website? What's the ultimate outcome of your web design project? How do you define the success of your website? And the answer may not be instantly obvious, so I suggest take a moment and just think about it. In my experience, when we are talking about website design projects for small and medium businesses, there are two types of outcomes our clients are after, and it is very important to know them in advance. Remember, we're trying to make sure we're saving money here, right? Okay, so let me share the two types of directions of business websites and see if one of them resonates with you. I call them the brochure site and the Moneymaker. Okay, so in my experience, most people ordering web design projects from web design agencies like Design and SEO Ireland fall into one of these categories, and it will serve you well to know in advance which one you're trying to build. Let's start with the brochure site. These sites are built simply to have an online presence, to display the company, its products and services, as well as contact details. From a long-term perspective, this site will serve you well if all you need is the URL you'd like to print on your business card and your sales materials, but you aren't really expecting to generate sales leads from search engines. The focus of business owners who order brochure sites is on creativity, cool looks, witty slogans, branding, impressive graphics and all that jazz. Nothing wrong with that as long as you are honest with yourself and you do not expect that Google will reward you for your coolness with leads. Let me be straight. I've got bad news for you. Unless you are in a very, very low competition business, it ain't gonna happen. Brochure sites are typically lost in cyberspace and they rarely generate business. Here are a few tips on how to get your brochure site done for cheap. Make sure you do as much work as possible by yourself. For instance, when business owners with tight budgets come to me asking to price their website, the first thing I'll ask is, do you have content for your website ready? Make sure you have all the texts that you want to go on your website prepared. Write them yourself or ask someone to help you with that, but get it done. One of the things that are important in order to quote a web design project is to know exactly what has to be done. How's the final website supposed to look like? Maybe you found a website that you like. Just show it to your web designer and ask if they can emulate the look and feel. What pages with what text have to go there? Look, if you are dealing with an honest web designer or web design company, you'll make it much easier to quote your project if it's all in your Microsoft Word document laid out. Done. Otherwise, they have to estimate the effort, and it usually means that your web designer will add a margin for unexpected work. Ensure the web designer that you will not waste time on change requests and nitpicking. Look, let's face it, if you want to have a proper project management process in place with multiple stages of development, each of which requires your approval, you'll have to pay a premium, and it most probably won't be fast. The cheapest sites we've built are done and gone live within one day. It's just one day. Now, how's that possible? The client has done the homework, got the content ready, confirmed the look and feel, and confirmed that they won't be splitting hairs over minutiae. Our developer can focus on building the site instead of sitting in lengthy meetings with the company's management discussing fonts, color codes, and minor stuff. If you are anal about tiny things, just be upfront about it and be prepared to pay extra. Next, look for bartering opportunities. If you are running a nice steakhouse or pub next to my location, I'd love to get a website done for you, and much of the price can be offset by your beer and steak. Yes, think outside of the box and you may find a great deal. And the last but not least, consider building the website yourself. The world has changed since the time we built our first websites, and currently there are tons of user-friendly site builders that do not require much technical knowledge. I'll be frank, I'm not a big fan of Wix, Squarespace, and these kinds of platforms. I like to know that when the time comes to expand, I can add the features and functionality that I need. These platforms are quite limiting in terms of what can be done. But if all you need is a simple brochure site, maybe that's a path for you. There's no denying that with a little bit of patience, you'll get it done. Now let's talk about the Moneymaker, or the website that is built with the main goal of generating top quality sales leads. As I promised you, stay with me and I'll show you not only how to get your Moneymaker web design project done affordably, but how you can potentially get it done for free. But first, let's look at what it is, who and why look for Moneymaker websites. While for a casual bypasser, Moneymaker may look exactly like brochure, it is a completely different beast. The goal of the Moneymaker is not to impress your relatives, but to generate the second best sales leads your business can generate. Why second best? Well, because for most businesses, the first best sales leads are from referrals. When your clients or peers recommend you, it obviously puts you in a great position. You can command higher prices and the deals are easier to close. If you are lucky enough to generate enough referrals to keep your business fully occupied, the rest of the video is probably not for you. But if you could add a stream of second best quality leads to your business, stay on. So what are the second best quality leads, you may ask? These are leads that come as a result of your website ranking for certain keywords or search queries. Think about it. What do we all do, say, when we have a plumbing emergency? First, we think of someone we know, maybe ask a friend to recommend a plumber, but then we Google it. We search something like Love Plumber, plumbing near me, or emergency plumber in Dublin, right? And it is very rare that we go to the second page of the search results. So basically, businesses that are on the first page of Google for their money keywords are making money, right? That's why I call sites that are built with the goal to rank on Google moneymakers. They do make money for business, right? My goal is to keep this video short, so I won't be going into the intricacies of search engine optimization and what specific differences these sites have. For now, let's just agree that they pursue a different goal, and with this in mind, they are built differently. It's a different amount of effort. It typically takes time to rank sites, so it's an ongoing process. Also, your competition will most likely fight back, so prepare for an ongoing battle. However, I promised you the way of obtaining a Moneymaker website for free. Okay, here it is. If you are the right type of business owner, we engage in the deal where you pay for the leads that the Moneymaker we build for you generates you, not for the website development or web design service. Here we have two types of deals. We either charge a fixed monthly fee or we use a pay-per-lead model. So you pay for the leads we bring to your phone, email, or live chat. We pay for the domain, hosting, content writing, all the ranking expenses, and we only charge you once the leads start coming in. So when you start making money, we start making money. So where's the catch, right? There isn't really much of a catch, but a few things to keep in mind. We aren't going to close your deals. You need a well-established ability to close deals, or this will not be something either of us will enjoy. You need to be clear on what is the value of your leads. In order for us to have a fruitful discussion, we need to first understand if it's worth it for us to burn all the expenses to build and rank the site for you. I'm sure you understand that we are taking all the risks here. It's not a quick patch to solve your business growth problems. SEO takes time and it is not suitable for the impatient. If you want immediate impact, better try paid advertising. For some businesses in more competitive niches, we will ask for some sort of advance payment. Now, to be clear, this is not the payment for the website or the SEO work. And as the leads start pouring in, we'll offset your pay per lead fees against the advance payment. Let me give you an example. Say you pay €1,000 and we agree that you will pay €50 per lead. We build a Moneymaker and rank it. Leads start coming in and your first 20 leads are covered by this fee. Simple, right? And most importantly, this offer is not unlimited and is not available to everyone at every point in time. I'm sure you understand that these projects are complex, expensive, and time-consuming, and we don't have an unlimited capacity. But with that being said, I hope this video was helpful. Please like, share, and follow if you enjoyed it. And if you'd like to discuss the possibility of building a Moneymaker for you, please check the contact details in the description and I'll be glad to discuss it with you. Thank you.